Before I start this video, I want to put this quick disclaimer out there. And I think a lot of you are aware. When it comes to Wicked cushions, I am passionate. I love them since day one. I've been praising them and pushing them and just, again, covering them. I absolutely love them. People call me a sellout, but it's not. It's just, I absolutely love them. They make all your headphones and headsets so much better, right? So I think you all know that. I absolutely love them since day one. I've been praising them. And then as far as the headset we're talking about, the Rigs or AKA Plantronics from back in the days, I covered their headsets 5 years ago. It was actually one of the first gaming headsets I ever covered. So this product we're talking about today hits home with me. This is the Rig Pro 600 HS with Wicked cushion collaboration. Oh my gosh, it's like seeing your kid grow up. But as many as know me out there, how I've been since day one on this channel, nothing's gonna skew my review. As much as this hits home for me and hits into my feels and I'm so excited about it, it's not gonna skew my review. I'm still gonna give you that raw, real review. Same thing I do with parenting, right? I'm not that type of parent that if my son's just out there running across the field, I'm saying, "Ah, you're the best out there, you're doing great." I'm like, "No, you can do better. This is what we gotta do." Unless, of course, he's doing great. Then, of course, I give him the high five. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna cheer something on just to cheer it on. Same with my product reviews here. I'm gonna give you that raw, real impressions as much as I'm excited for this. And of course, we're gonna kick it off with comfort, which is one of the biggest points of this headset now that it's including Wicked cushions here. But before we get into that comfort, let's go and take a look at the styling here. As you see, I think they call this like the acid camo or something like that. So you got this like neon yellowish over here with the camo. It looks super cool. Of course, I'm a black, white, and red, but this looks super awesome. Take a look at the inside of the pads right there where you have that yellow matching the outside. Super stinking awesome as far as the styling, in my personal opinion. But whatever, that's cosmetics. Let's get the important stuff here and slap them on a scale. We're getting 250 grams, so incredibly lightweight here and very nice and well balanced. Now, getting over to the ear pads, again, a lot of you are probably very familiar with these being Wicked cushions here. And if you look at the dimensions, you see right there as far as the length, and then the width, hopefully you guys can see that in the camera. And then we have plenty of depth right there, which is probably harder to see in the camera because it's getting tucked in there, but your ears are never gonna touch the drivers in there. If you wanna replace them, super easy. Again, they just peel off. Again, you can slide them right around that lip right there. You're all very familiar with these from Wicked cushions. And the density of these are just, oh man, they're perfect. You kind of got like that memory foam bit. You can see they take a little while to fill up right there. Just super stinking cozy. Again, pleather inside, so it's gonna lock that sound in. And then coming up here to the headband, you got that nice same plushness all the way from one end to the other. But unfortunately, no, it's not going to get the stinking cozy badge. As much as I just praised how plush the cushions are and how cozy it is, but it's not stinking cozy. That is because you have very minimal adjustment. You don't have any swivel. As far as adjusting them, I think we're all very familiar with the Rig headsets. You can just take them, pop them off, and then you got small, medium, and large right there, and you can adjust them on each side as you want. I got to keep them in large. Whenever I put them on my head, like large is it. Like that is topping out. Like I think if you got a bigger head or more hair, or say if you game with a hat on, like if I put these on, they're super snug with a hat on. So if you game with a hat or something like that, it's not, I don't game with a hat. I game like this, but again, I'm maxed out as far as the comfort. Even more than that is the lack of swivel, right? So I'm getting the mild pressure points up there. Now this clamping force is light to medium right there. It's not firm by any means. And luckily we got these incredibly soft pads. So it's not like hurting me. It's not unbearable by any means, but I feel that pressure point up here, right up here, just mildly, and definitely on my glasses frames. And then I have that little bit of gap in the back right there. That is because we don't have swivel. If we had swivel here, or maybe a little bit more movement in these ear cups, it would go back, conform to my head shape, and we would be perfect. Rig, I've been stating this in all of the headset videos here, like these things need swivel. Just figure out something to do here. Make this little bracket inside the ear cup right there, have a little ball joint in there to adjust, and we will be good to go. Now that idea is gonna cost you 2% per each unit sold though. Now going right in line with a lot of the stuff I just mentioned as far as comfort goes right into the build. Number one, the lightweight. This headset is all plastic, but as I stated in many videos, I'll take a lightweight plastic headset over a heavy duty metal headset, AutoZ Maxwells, which sound absolutely phenomenal, but I just can't wear them because they're so darn heavy. So I'll take a lightweight plastic headset all day long, but the build's gotta be good. When I take this headset, stretch it out, twist it up, I'm not too worried, but But while I'm saying I'm not too worried, that's because I'm holding these ear cups into the frame. We all know with rig headsets, again, how I showed you the adjustability, pop them out, you got 3 levels there. So if I take this headset and twist it out like this, it makes me nervous just doing it. It freaks me out, it does. So you see the ear cups are out. Obviously, that's how we have our adjustment. But wait, what makes me nervous is now they're just dangling by these wires. So if you drop them, they bounce, they, skip off something, you got the risk of that wire ripping out there. And that's what freaks me out. Not so much that, hey, you don't have any mechanisms here. I don't think that bracket's going to break. Don't think the headband's going to break. I think we're perfectly fine there. It's just the ear cups dangling by them wires. Like if that rips, your headset's done. So again, another improvement I'd like to see here is with these wires coming out of the headband, sure, keep the design, keep the same build, but have them coiled so they're springy like we've seen on, what is it? I think the Logitechs have those right there. So if it rips out, it's just gonna bounce. It's not gonna automatically pull right on that wire. Now let's go and talk about features and functions on this headset. And we'll also do that microphone test here. But first I wanna show you what all the headset has with it and what it has on it. So number one, obviously it is a wireless gaming headset and you can see the dongle is USB-C and I love how they angled it because if you're on PlayStation, you can put it in there and it's not gonna block your USB-A port. But if you only have a USB-A port on your PC or something, bam, you can plug it in there. You got this little extender, really nice inclusion right there. You get a USB-A to C charging cable, which you get up to 18 hours connected via the dongle and 24 via just Bluetooth. And talking about this headset connected via Bluetooth, you got your button right up here. Hold it down, pair it up, you're good to go. Right down here is actually a multi-function button or switch button because you can switch from Bluetooth 2.4 or dual all mode. And dual all mode is not simultaneous Bluetooth and 2.4. It's actually going to let you get calls and stuff through your phone. So you actually press this answer or hang up a call or whatnot, but it's not music. Like you can't go 2.4 and get your music. It's just going to let you access your phone calls, which again is something that I absolutely love and need. So again, just to be clear, dual mode is not simultaneous. It's just letting you answer your calls. So I really like that touch. Right over here is your volume wheel. It's nice and firm in here. It's not like tight by any means, but you're not gonna get any accidental slips on it. And you got nice tactile steps in there as well. Right below that, you have your power button. And then right here is your microphone. It pops out. You see you got this little lip right there. So you can just kind of press on that right in there because there's nowhere to grip it up here. It kind of meshes perfectly into the headset. You just press it right here. It comes down and there is your microphone. States rig right there. Now you can't angle it or adjust it. It's pretty much right in that position, which we're going to do that microphone test right now. And now you are hearing the microphone on the Rig 600 Pros via 2.4 connected to my PC. Right now I'm showing you it in dual mode, which cool thing about it is, again, with me connected to PC, you're actually being able to control the app. And I got one thing wrong. Remember I told you can switch via that multi-function button there? It's actually the Bluetooth button. You're going to double press that and it's going to cycle through each mode, just to clarify that. But anyways, as far as the app, pretty simplistic. You got your battery life up there, your updates, customization. You come down here, you got microphone gain, which right now we are on mid. Let's go and turn that to low and see if we're hearing anything different. I actually see it adjusting on my graph on my PC. Actually, we'll go right back up to mid here and I can see it updating. So again, it's cool. We're on dual mode, so you can control the headset on the phone, your settings, and then it's still adjusting, say, on your PC or console. Coming over here, let's hear that microphone gain and high, and whew, I really see it picking up quite a bit here. Is it picking up any room noise? I got a fan on above us. My PC's chugging over there as well. Let's go right back down here to mid. That should be pretty good. As far as mic monitoring, we'll go ahead and click that. Nice mic monitoring right now. I would say mid, it might be a pinch high. I don't know. Maybe that's stretching, but I can hear myself pretty clear. I'm so used to testing so many headsets these days where the side tone is just horrible, right? You can barely hear it. You got to crank it up to like 80, 90% to get anything. But let's go to, whew, okay, that's too much. That is way too much. Clicking up to high is so much. I hear the echo in the room. I hear my PC chugging. High is unbearable. So I think mid is the way to go here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off right now, though. Volume level protection. Yeah, volume level protection. Y'all know, just click that off. So again, you can get some boost out of your sound. Then over here, you got sound equalizer and additional. So let's click on equalizer. And you can see right here, you got pretty simple. You got your bass, your mids, and your highs. This is really all you need with a gaming headset, right? It's pretty easy to adjust. You're in your game. Oh, you want a little bit more treble? Crank it up. You got it right there, you know? But if you want to get a little fancy, you can get in here to expert mode and actually pull them out and dabble with them a little bit more. I kind of hate these steps. This is like what Razer does in their headsets, where it steps. It doesn't just gradually flow. I don't know. I wish companies would stop this and actually make it kind of flow right there. But again, you can just come to basic and get that. And this is honestly all you really need. And you can create your own right here if you just want to add additional right here as far as difference like a Bluetooth setting. You got your voice prompts, game mode, and then again your dual mode per each different profile up there. And as I showed you over here, you got your settings as far as power off, your voice prompts, and you can actually choose a different language for your voice prompts as well. So the app, it's simplistic, but again, it's giving you everything that you need right in it. I honestly like it. It's doing what I need. So as far as features and functions in the microphone test that we just listened to right there, I want to touch on a few things. Number one being the microphone. And I had to go back and listen to it myself just because I was curious. And what I was curious about was true. That is because, again, this microphone, when you flip it down, it's right out here, right? I'm talking here, the microphone's catching over there. So what you're gonna get is like an earbud type of microphone where it's a little bit distant, it's a little bit tinny because again, I'm talking this way, reverberating off everything and the microphone's picking it up. I don't feel like there's any compression or anything in there helping out with that. And I think that would be very beneficial if there was, because right now, again, it's just sounding like an earbud microphone and you're getting that reverberation and kick. By the way, you're hearing my microphone, my video microphone, not the headset microphone right now. But again, I think if there was something in there helping that out, a little noise suppression or something, that would be good. But I think the easier thing would be if you can just angle it in a little bit. It's kind of like what Turtle Beach does on their headsets. Even though theirs flip down, you can still boop, kick it in just a pinch. And it helps with that, again, airiness, that distant type of sound with that microphone. So the microphone didn't necessarily sound bad. It just needs a tweaking for sure. But how about the sound? How is this headset performing with sound? Featuring their 40mm drivers with a frequency range of 20 to 20,000. Kind of the standard gaming headset that you see out there, right? And you're getting that same rig sound that you're used to out there. If you like that, you're gonna like it. If you don't like it, you're not gonna like it. There's not much changing here. I will tell you, as far as the sound locking in with the pleather, you do get a little bit more bass. And this headset has always been geared more towards that fuller, warmer type sound. That's exactly what you're getting right here. And with the ear pads, again, locking some of that in, you're going to get that amplified even more. That's not saying you're not going to get detail or highs or footsteps. When I'm playing Spectre Divide, I mean, that's kind of like a Counter-Strike type game, and the footsteps are really amplified in there. And yes, you do hear it with this, but I'm not getting them as detailed as, say, even the Barracuda X that I recently covered, or the Logitech Astros or anything like that, even Steel Series. I'm not getting that extensive detail like I will in some of those headsets. Again, this is definitely geared more towards the warmness, so I gotta really pinpoint myself in and focus on some of those sounds. Now, I play Call of Duty with it as well, and I'm perfectly fine playing this with Call of Duty with this headset here, because you're not gonna hear many footsteps in there anyways, because it's so darn chaotic. There's so much going on. You know, you're not going to really pinpoint many footsteps. You're just going to hear abilities and, you know, maybe someone reloading or something. So this headset worked perfectly fine with Call of Duty. Now, where I really enjoy this headset is going into a story game. And I actually purchased RoboCop to test this headset. Little Nacon right there, right? But anyways, playing a story game with this headset, that's where it really shined, right? I got that immersion. I got that full sound. And I got the dialogue, but if something got really spicy and heavy in there, it would mute down that environment sound or that dialogue that's going on in the same place, because again, it is a warmer, more body-filled type headset with that bass back there. So I wouldn't class this as like a competitive FPS type headset. As I stated before, I class this as a story-based gaming headset, and it's really doing that pretty darn good. But again, don't expect that really crispy detail separation like you get with Triforce drivers or Audeze headsets or anything like that, or graphene drivers. You're just kind of getting that classic headset type of sound, which isn't bad. It's not muddy, but again, it's nothing exciting, new, innovating, or fresh. And going right in line with that last note of sound talk, and it's not innovative, fresh, or anything different with the sound, that's pretty much the same class where I'm going to put this headset. The most innovative and fresh thing about it is that they have wicked cushions on it. It's not me just fluffing up wicked cushions. I think that's super cool to see. I hope we see this with Steel Series headsets and Logitech and Razer headsets. Like, they've all been missing out. Like, this needs to happen with them as well. So I hope this is just a start for wicked cushions. But as far as the rig headset itself, the 600, I think there's so many simple things I could change to make this headset so much better. I mentioned them in this video: rig or Plantronics. No, it's Nacon. I'm so confused here. Seriously, hit me up. You got so much potential right here. Simple adjustments, and we can make the best headsets. Then it can say Wicked Cushions and the Techne down there, and you can have a game-changing headset. But there is one major pro about this headset that I really like, and that is the price point. With this headset coming in at only 89 bucks, packing what it's packing from features and functions to the comfort, which isn't stinking cozy, but it's still very cozy for sure. Oh, that swivel would have changed that right there. But again, at 89 bucks, packing what it's packing, it might be the best in that price point out there. You really can't find something like this, everything it's featuring for less than 100 bucks. But right here you can. So that is a complete win. But anyways, let me know what you think about this headset. Are you as giddy as me seeing Wicked Cushions on a big manufacturer's headset here? Let me know what you think down there. And do you agree with me? Like, the Rig headset is such a good platform, but it just needs a little bit of innovation and they could really move it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And thank you so much for coming by for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.